We get an exclusive look at the music scene and meet some fantastic filmmakers.
All this and more coming up on a very special episode of Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I'm Kayla Peterman. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this rainy Wednesday, March 13th. And if you haven't been too busy studying for midterms, you'll know that we are well into South by season. This week, people from all industries, countries, and professions came together deep in the heart of Texas. So this morning, we're bringing our exclusive South by Southwest coverage. But first, let's catch up on the latest in news with Daniela Villegas. Daniela?
Thanks, Kayla. A national scandal hit close to home this week. Authorities arrested UT tennis coach Michael Center, who is accused of accepting a $100,000 bribe to admit a prospective tennis player who had little to no experience. His arrest is one of 50 in a nationwide college admissions cheating scandal. To mention some universities involved: Georgetown, Stanford, and Yale. Federal authorities released Center from the Austin Federal Courthouse Tuesday afternoon. Center is expected to appear in a Massachusetts court where the investigation started. UT confirms he has been placed on leave. Now, for part of our special coverage, you may have heard of the 3D printer on campus, but get this. At South by Southwest, a Japanese company unveiled 3D printed sushi. Open meals caught people's eyes and taste buds. The process is pretty interesting. It starts with you sending a biological sample, like your saliva, that they then analyze to create a meal catered to what nutrients you are lacking. After that, bon appetit. Your 3D printed sushi is ready to eat. But don't start planning your trip sushi date quite yet. Open Meals won't open a restaurant until next year. Even then, you'll have to book a ticket to Tokyo to try it out.
Thank you, Daniela. And what kind of weather can we expect as we head into spring break?
The muggy, cloudy weather lingers into Wednesday, so don't forget to grab your rain gear as you head to your midterms. We have a 70% chance of rain until this afternoon, but it'll be a warm 78 degrees. I know my hair will hate all of that humidity. The temperatures are dropping this evening to a low of 51. Thursday brings clear skies with a high of 71, but there will be crazy wind gusts reaching up to 20 miles per hour. At night, you can expect a chilly 43 degrees with these low temperatures continuing into Friday. The forecast predicts 58 degrees with more sunny skies and windy weather. Dress with plenty of layers for Friday night festivities, as the low temperatures will unfortunately be 40 degrees. Saturday and Sunday will bring slightly warmer temperatures near 60 and bright sunny skies. The lows for this weekend will be around 45 degrees. Spring break may just be around the corner, but it definitely won't feel like it this weekend. Live from the Weather Center, I'm Daniela Villegas.
Thanks, Daniela. Don't go anywhere. After the break, Caitlin Vu gives us the inside scoop on the South by music scene and shows us how to get festival-ready fashion. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Joining us is our reporter, Caitlin Vu. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course, we're excited to have you. You got to mingle with some really incredible artists over the weekend.
Yes.
Who did you meet and how was that experience?
I got to meet Graves. He's an up-and-coming music producer in the EDM community, and he was so awesome to interview. And I also got to go to a Miguel concert with like this golden hour meditation thing. It was like a mass meditation, which was so fun. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we actually have footage of that, so let's take a look.
My name is Graves, and I'm a music producer. This tour is sick. It was me and Hex Cougar. All the shows been like sold out. This album, or EP, has been like, I feel like more of an honest representation of myself, more than the first project, in my opinion. I feel like the first project I was like still kind of like looking for myself.
What did you think going into that? Like, what was that mindset like for you?
I was kind of nervous because reaching out to an artist was kind of nerve-wracking because I've never really done that before.
Sure.
But Graves, his name's Christian, he was so genuine, so nice, and even though like he's kind of famous, it was like talking to a normal person, which was kind of relieving. And yeah, the events I've covered so far have just been really fun and great, and I'm excited for more events that I'm going to this week.
Yeah, and so I'm sure also you saw a lot of trendy looks at South by this weekend.
Yeah.
So what tips do you have for viewers at home to kind of be able to recreate that?
All right, well, I actually put together an outfit for South by Southwest. This is definitely something I would wear to South by Southwest. And South by Southwest is basically, you're gonna be outside a lot, you're gonna be walking around, so you don't wanna be wearing something that's like heavy. You want something that's cute but practical.
Right.
So what I put together was, sorry. I have some, I put together this high-waisted shorts. I love high-waisted shorts because if you're coming to South by Southwest, you're gonna be wanting to try all the amazing food we have, right?
Right.
So I love high-waisted shorts because you can get bloated pretty easily from all the food we're eating, right?
Totally.
So these are just cute and trendy, and you can hide the tummy, basically.
I love the pairing of that brown belt. I think it's a nice
Yeah.
little pop of color you wouldn't expect.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't really like to wear like heavy like bracelets or anything because you're gonna be walking around a lot. So I like to keep the accessories simple and minimal and cute. So just like a cute brown belt.
Sure.
And then for the top, I just wore it with a cute, simple white top, breathable cotton.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be walking around again, like I said. And I like to tie it just to up the shirt a little bit more. And then you need your sunglasses because sometimes Austin will go from cloudy to sunny in like 2 minutes.
So
and then
you gotta be prepared.
You gotta be prepared, exactly. And then I just paired it with a cute little choker. Just again, I like minimal accessories that up the outfit. So I really love that outfit. And then also, you're gonna need some essentials for South by Southwest, and this is actually the bag that I've been using with all of like my essentials that I've been using for when I'm covering South by Southwest. So a few things I've brought is firstly, you need a snack. Granola bars, because you're gonna be walking around a lot, like I said, and I found myself getting really hungry, and I always like a snack on the way.
Yeah, sometimes that wait time for the lines to get into an event can be kind of long, and you can't just run and go get food.
No, yeah, you can't have like Favor bringing you in the middle of downtown. That's gonna take like an hour. So, granola bars
for sure.
Bring your own water bottle because plastic water bottles will get expensive, and also we're trying to save the planet here.
Exactly.
Also, this week Austin has been really rainy and gross, so I like to bring like a light jacket, like thin, because it's still like humidity and hot. So just like a cute basic rain jacket that you can wear over your outfit.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be cute, just comfortable.
Sure. And especially it'll wick away that moisture really quick, and it's not too heavy, and that's very important.
And then also, I love having a hair tie on me, just because when you're running around a lot, you don't want your hair in your face. It's gonna get sweaty and gross, so I always end up like putting my hair up anyways, and a cute little bun is perfect for anything. And then also, South by Southwest has these tour guides, and you can just pick it up at the Austin Convention Center, and it has all the shows, which is really great. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, don't go anywhere because our South by coverage doesn't end here. After the break, we'll meet with Cameron Trout. So we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Joining us is our associate producer and South by Southwest film reporter, Cameron Trout. Thanks for joining us, Cameron. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm a little tired, but that's just, college pains.
Exactly. So, Cameron, you got to go out and cover the film festival at South by. How was it?
It was such a great experience. I've actually never been to a film festival, so just seeing all of these world premieres, I actually saw 5. It's just a whole different sort of energy and ballpark when you're sitting in that room and really seeing all these passion projects come to life for these producers who work on such small teams. And I actually liked enough films that I went out and interviewed the filmmakers for 4 different films, and I really wanted to spotlight them.
All right, well, let's take a look at what Cameron got for us.
Over the past 5 days, I've had the honor and privilege of covering South by Southwest film for Good Morning Texas. I've had an amazing experience, and it's really been truly an honor to see all of these up-and-coming artists achieve their goals of premiering at a very large film festival. And without further ado, there are 4 films that I really wanted to highlight of the 9 that I've watched so far. The first documentary that I wanted to highlight is State of Pride. State of Pride is a documentary that focuses on Pride celebrations and events from 3 different locations in the U.S., ranging from Tuscaloosa, Alabama to San Francisco, California. It really tries to highlight how these movements have been protests as well as celebrations throughout history. I asked one of the executive producers and guide of the documentary, Raymond Braun, where his motivation for this documentary came from.
So I have always been really passionate about LGBTQ advocacy ever since I came out. I grew up in a rural conservative community in Northwest Ohio. I grew up pre-YouTube and sophisticated social media. And so I didn't see a lot of people in my community in the flesh who I could connect with and relate to. And it was the early internet days like LiveJournal, MySpace, Realness, where I actually would search the keyword gay and be able to find, oh my gosh, there's another gay person in Ohio. And so when I graduated from college, I was always really inspired, just knowing my own personal experience, how technology could connect people and could give an opportunity, no matter who you are or where you're from or where you've grown up, to share your story online and connect with other people like you.
The next documentary is Nothing Fancy, Diana Kennedy. This documentary focuses on the 95-year-old Mexican cuisine expert, Diana Kennedy, as she tries to preserve her legacy in the food industry. From preserving traditional Mexican food styles and traveling around the country, Diana Kennedy is one feisty lady, and she will let you know. I asked the director, Elizabeth Carroll, in order to get a better understanding of what went into making this documentary.
I worked with her for 5.5 years in total, and so we would go down for 4 days at a time. At one point, she and we went down, we shot, and then drove with her to Oaxaca. That was pretty wild for a lot of reasons, but yeah, so that was that was a 13-day trip. But then, yeah, it was 5 shoots at her house or in Mexico with her, and then we shot in Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, and Austin.
The third documentary that I wanted to highlight is Leave the Bus Through the Broken Window. This documentary focuses on a director's journey through the foreign land of Hong Kong as he fails to make a documentary of his own. This documentary is narrated by a second-person Texas Beach voice. To get a better idea of when the documentary turned its focus towards the director, I asked the director, and here's what he said.
The moment where I understood what the movie was going to be was the moment in the nightclub, where the possibilities of reflecting the art experience and the lived experience and merging them in what felt like a very cinematic moment. If that had played in a fiction film, I feel like it would have been totally acceptable. And the fact that the documentary was all true, authentic, real experiences, but had the feeling of a movie, was a moment that crystallized oh, this is what we're aiming for. This doesn't fit the movie at this point. How do we make the movie fit this moment?
The narrative film that I wanted to highlight is called Snatchers. Snatchers is a horror comedy film that focuses on Sarah, a girl who is rapidly impregnated and gives birth to an alien that threatens to take over the town. The film is driven by 3 strong female characters, and I asked the 3 leading ladies what it felt like to be in a film that really highlighted feminine power.
I've been saying, you don't often see a teenage girls getting to do a lot of badass action stuff and sort of save the day. And it's very, we got to be very Tom Cruise-esque, which that's the message, is that we got to be like Tom Cruise. But no, it was just so cool to be able to do that while also telling a coming-of-age story from a female point of view was really cool.
I really hope that you can see at least some of these films. They are all exceptional. For Good Morning Texas, I'm Cameron Trout.
Well, Cameron, that looks like a lot of fun. Which one of those films is your favorite?
Nothing fancy, Diana Kennedy. Diana Kennedy's such a strong character on her own, and it actually won a special jury award for excellence in storytelling last night.
Great. Well, if you want to watch the full interviews and behind-the-scenes action, check out our Facebook page by searching Good Morning Texas. And when we get back, GMTX goes deep in the heart of Texas with Josh Calvin and the 183 South Band.